Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I am filming a video to show off my TBR Veterans. If you don't know what that is, it's basically books I own for a really long time and still have not read. So this is basically just a video of me calling myself out. Yay! What else is new? So I had to think a lot because I have been really good lately to read books I buy-ish within 2 years. Not always, but I was trying to find like books I had even longer. Like up to 10 years at least, and I have some, but not all of them on 10 years though. But still, books I have owned for a really long time. Don't think I even talked about them almost ever on my channel. They've just been here forever. I have about 10, I think, but there is like series, so there's technically more than 10. Let's do this. So one of the books that we can start out with is one of the ones that I have owned the longest. I think I got them when I just realized I turned 16. I thought maybe I was younger, but apparently not, because I know when I got them, because I got them for one birthday where I only wished for this series and everyone got me like 1 or 2 or 3 books in a series each. I calculated who was gonna buy what so I could get like almost the whole series. And I still have not finished them, but I actually did start them again last year, where I read 3 of them. I previously only read number 1. And that is True Blood / Hockey Stockhouse series. So I have up to 9. Here I'm holding 4 to 9, because these are the ones I haven't read. I assume most people would know what it is. It's a vampire series that's now a few years old, but it's kind of fun. I'll just drop one, of course. And I have them in Norwegian, because at the time I didn't read English books yet. But yeah, I got them for my 16th birthday from lots of different friends, and I was very happy because I finally got almost the whole series. I'm missing 3 books, I think. That was at the time, you know, when I was really like into the TV show and everything. I was planning to read all the books. Never happened. So I was 16. I'm 25 this year, so I literally had them for 9 years. That's a long time to have books I haven't read yet. It's a really long time. But yeah, I am planning to get through them though, because I did, as I said, read 1, 2, and 3 last year, finally. And I am planning to continue rewatching the TV show, so I will soon read book 4, hopefully, when I like watch it. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it or read it first. It doesn't really matter that much to me right now. And I know like the TV show does, you know, path off from the books eventually and stuff as well. Hopefully I will read these within the next few years. I will be happy if I read like 3 this year and 3 next year. So yeah, I know in theory I could probably read them all in like a few days, but I don't roll like that, so call me out everyone. Then we have Gone by Michael Grant, and I actually got this for Christmas a year, but I don't remember when. It was probably like the same area of time as when I got True Blood, but I don't remember when. It's like a long time ago. So like probably 9 or 10 years or something. And I actually have 1, 2, and 3, but I didn't bother taking them out because they're like up there and it was a mess to just get out True Blood, okay? And actually I got all 3 of the first ones for Christmas from my aunt. And she bought me the first one, which is this one, in paperback. And 2 and 3 in hardback. And then I went and traded the first one to get the hardback, and it was actually like on sale. So like it was worth the same price, because usually, you know, paperbacks are cheaper. So I had them all matching. But then I never read them. And you know, Gone is like everyone over 15 disappears. So it's like a YA dystopia kind of vibe. And I know people really, really like it, and I do want to read it still, even though I have 1, 2, and 3 Norwegian, but I just got to deal with that. And I'm just still wondering, you know, why did it disappear? I assume there is an answer to this, and I hope it's cool. There's another book I read kind of with the same vibes where people also disappear, which is like Nemesis, I think. But obviously that came much later and I didn't really like that, but hopefully I will like this. I assume it's like some kind of experiment to see how people under 15 react, etc. to being left on their own. But I know it's like 7 or 8 books, so I don't know, but that's just my theory of why. Because, you know, at this point I read a lot of YA dystopians, so like that's usually why. I know it's a beloved series and I do kind of want to read it, but I don't know when. It would be cool to read it one day, but yeah, I owned it for such a long time. Then we have literally a series that no one in the whole world cares about because it's Norwegian, but I kind of want to... Did you see that? So they were literally full of dust, and I was like, I'm just gonna blow on it, and it literally went inside my mouth. I'm gonna die of this video. Either way, that says maybe how long they've been on my shelves. But they're also like up where it's really dusty, and I don't dust up there because I'm lazy. It's a Norwegian series called, what is even the series called? It's called Helgentrim, which is the names of these two dudes. And it's basically about trolls. And I think it is, you know, as I said, originally Norwegian. And I have the whole trilogy, unless it's more books. So I have 1 and 2 in paperback and a third one in hardback, because that was released at the time when I got these. And I kind of stole these, like, and not on purpose. You know, I did a thing where you borrow some books and then you never give them back. That was me with these books. It's kind of horrible. But yeah, it's my past tense. I was literally a child. I think it's 10 years ago plus since I got this. And basically what was the thing was that I did like a tiny, I would call it internship in a bookstore. Because in Norwegian schools, when you're at a certain age, you have to go to an internship to get work experience. And it's usually for like 3 days, and then later it's like for a week. And I always did it in this one bookstore where they loved me, and like they really knew me because I was there all the time. Like I literally just hung out there to bother the people working there because I really like being there. Okay, either way. And they really knew me. So they borrowed me books because they were nice, and I always gave them back, okay? I wasn't like an ass. Like, they borrowed me books that even wasn't released yet, and I felt really cool. And then I read them super fast because I love to read, you know? And then they had these, and then she said I could get them, but I think she also wanted to read them. I'm confused if she actually gave them to me or I was supposed to borrow them, because there were some books she just gave to me as well. So in theory, I don't know if I stole them or not, but the point was that she gave me the whole series. I was going to read it, and I never did. And that is like 10 years ago now. So I assume they are mine. I assume they don't remember, but hello, I still haven't read them. So at the time, in the age I was in, I think I would have loved these. How I would feel about them now, I have no idea. But since, you know, I do read middle grade and I do love it, I think I would still like them. And I hope they're like adventurous and fun. And like, they seem very like, you know, snowy and cute. And, you know, they have full of trolls, like Norwegian trolls, I assume. Like, it seems like a series I could still like have fun with now. I don't know what else to say. I own it for a long time. I should probably read them. Speaking about that one internship, when I finished my 1 week one, I was gifted a whole trilogy, and I never read them either. So there's that. So I got the whole of Solstorm, which is like Sunstorm in English, series, which is also a Norwegian dystopian series. And I think it happens that electricity in the world stops working. And I know like that's like, I was gonna say not a new plot, because I know there's like several, like at least a TV show and maybe another book I cannot remember the title of right now that has the same plot. But yeah, basically electricity and stuff stops working, and there's a whole trilogy. So it seems like a wild dystopian thing that is Norwegian, and I feel like I do want to read it still. Should I read it at the time, I think, because I think I would have loved it then, but now I'm just like, I have the whole trilogy, I have them for like 10 years and I still haven't read them. But I eventually will, and then I think when I do that I should just read the whole thing through, because whilst I would never read the sequels. But they also like, I know I won't take long with these, so I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, if there are any Norwegians watching this, have you read it? Tell me what you thought. And now actually to some English books that you can understand anything of. I have the next books in Lorien Legacies. So we have book 4 and 5. I don't even know. But I think I read 1, 2 and 3. Maybe 4. I actually don't remember. But my point is that these used to be one of my favorite series. And that's why also you can see I had them for a long time, because the next one doesn't even match the one before, because I was a mess at this time. But this war series follows like aliens, and then they need to be killed in order. So like 1 and 2 and 3 need to die before 4, and then 3 just dies in the beginning of I'm number 4 because he falls number 4. Now he's the one being hunted to be killed, and like the aliens just want to kill him like other evil aliens. But yeah, and then I have different abilities, and it's so fun and cool, and I really liked it, and I want to reread it to like finish it. But yeah, I had these for years. I can actually check when this was released, because that's probably when I got it. What year was it? 2013. Well, that's a few years ago now. Next year that will again be 10 years. So what's like with around 9 years? I think probably when I started to get more books, and then some of them I just never read, which makes sense because you don't usually read maybe everything you buy unless you're that kind of person. So it makes sense that all of these are in the same area of time, I guess, maybe. I don't even know. Then we have Love Rosie by Cecilia Aran. So I bought this obviously because the movie came out and I wanted to read the book, and then I never did. And you can also tell that I had it for a while because it's in the height that I hate, but I just bought it in desperation in the bookstore and I never read it. And oh my god, it's like super annoying to even open. I think the movie, I checked this before filming, came out in 2014. So granted, not 10 years, but still a really, really long time since, and I haven't read it. Also, yeah, you know, it has a movie cover, so I have to have bought it in that area of time. I know people like don't really like the book because it takes place like much longer than those years in the movie, like 50 years or something. But it's telling letters and stuff, and it's just about these two people that never could say they loved each other until they do in the end. That's not a spoiler. I assumed you would come to that conclusion yourself. And then we have Allegiant by Veronica Roth, which is the third and final book in the Divergent series. And this is also in like a weird ass height because, you know, not in my best time. And I think I just checked this and it was released in 2013, so I got it probably around that time. 10 years next year, again. Probably won't even read it this year, so it will be 10 years. Could I finish this series, you know, would have been nice. Never did. Kind of lost interest, but one day maybe. I don't even know, because I'm not rereading 1 and 2, so yeah. I mean, I could have, but I don't know. Then I have here The Silence by Tim Lebon. This is really random, I feel like, but I literally bought this because I looked at it in a bookstore. And it says here like that all, if you talk, you will die, like all sounds. There's a creature that hunt by sound. So it's basically like In a Quiet Place, that movie that everyone watched, but it's not obviously the same thing. As I think they made a movie on Netflix. I looked at Netflix once and it showed up something called The Silence, and it's literally this because it was the plot of like the behind of this. There is a movie of it, but not In a Quiet Place. And I read the synopsis behind it and I thought it sounded really cool at the time, and then I bought it. But I was released in 2015, so like I haven't had it, you know, for that long, but still 2015 it's a long time ago now. It feels like it was last year, but apparently not. But yeah, that was like, I also remember 2015 and 16, that was the times when I started to buy a lot of books. So it makes sense that a lot of books, or at least my oldest, would be from that time before like the other ones I just talked about. Probably read it one day, but I just don't know when. But I'm still interested in it. I just literally had it for ages and then I just never read it. At least it is in the right height. And then we have More Than This by Patrick Ness, which I feel like I should have read as well. Obviously that's the theme of this video. This I got for a gift from my friend Caroline for my birthday. Probably maybe the year we graduated. So I maybe got it in like 2016 or 2015. I don't actually know. It says it was released in 2013, but I definitely didn't get it then. It also says this was released in 2014. So yeah, but I had it for now a few years and I literally read, I think, all my other Patrick Ness books, and like I have enjoyed all of his books. So I really should read this one as well, and I do think I would really like it because all of his books are really weird and special, and I feel like, as I said, I would like this as well. I just don't know why I haven't read it yet, and I hopefully will, you know, one day and soon and blah 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 blah, but we will see. I literally had it for so many years now, I feel like, but at least I have a pretty edition and I am excited to read it when I do. Then we have randomly more Cecilia Aran books, which is Flawed, and I also have a sequel, Perfect. This is a YA dystopian novel where like they need to be perfect, so maybe in a bit like of Uglies vibes, Belle's vibes. And I literally got the first book in a oak crate, so it's like, I think 2016 I got it. Not that long ago, but wait, I can literally check this because I got it, you know, on an oak crate and it was totally new at the time. It literally says 2016, yay. And then a few years later I did get Perfect just because I just wanted, you know, the sequel, so like when I read this eventually I would also have it, but I still have not picked up either. I think at the time I had lost a bit interest in YA dystopia, but I will pick it up eventually. But I do like the dust jacket. It's kind of like a bit see-through, but when you open it, it's like actually a person on it. I think it's cool. I have like a really nice feeling to it as well. I don't know, I haven't really heard people say much about this. It's like average reviews, I think, but I do like, one day when I feel, you know, in the mood for this dystopia, I could totally get to it. I just don't know when or if, and yeah. Super random that Cecilia Aran had 2 books here, but... And then for the last ones for this video, we have Fallen Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes, and I also have its sequel, Rebel Spring. And this is a series that has been really popular, I think, over the years. It's like a YA fantasy series that has been compared to Game of Thrones, just that it is YA. And I have really want to read it. I know it's like several perspectives. It says even here, Princess, Rebel, Sorceress, Heir. I think like that is like things I would care about, and if it's like a bit fun, I would like enjoy it. And I know it's like 7 or 6 books in the first series, and then there's like another series as well. And you know, I have been wanting to read it for such a long time. That's why like I started to collect them, and then I never read them. It's really sad. Can this pile is falling. I will try to see when this was released. It was released in 2012. I did definitely not get it done. That would have been crazy, but like I did not get it done. I think I got it like in the same area of time, like the others probably like 2016, 17, maybe 18. I actually don't remember, like in that area of time. I have had them for a while, and I like it's gotten like old, so people don't really talk about it as much anymore, but I do want to get to them. Hope they are good, and you know, I had these pretty hardcovers. I need to collect the rest, so hopefully I will read them one day, but I don't know when. Maybe this video will prompt me into reading these faster, because I tend to do that if I talk about it in a video. I tend to like have it back into my mind, and then I tend to actually read them soonish, so we will see. But yeah, have you heard about any of these? What did you think of them? What is your TBR reference? If you want to tell me down below. Leave a old people emoji down below if you enjoyed this, because these are old. Sorry. And you will see me soon in the video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!